Good morning, everyone. Carrie from down in Texas. How are you on this hump day, middle of the week? And we are fast approaching March. 2 days. We will be officially, well, not officially, close to spring. Spring. New beginnings. Really resonates with me right now. Really resonates with me right now. So let's get ready this morning. Grab your coffee or your drink or whatever your favorite go-to in the morning is, and your tools. And if you're going to grab something to eat, grab that. I am obviously working on my iced coffee. And let's get ready for the day. Today, obviously wearing black and white. So I thought what I would do is try something a little different today. I'm going to make the emphasis today black. I'm going to make the emphasis black and use it in a way that I hope is good for the day, that it doesn't get too overwhelming for the day. I'm in one of those moods where I need to do something a little different. You ever have one of those days where you're like, okay, I want to try something different. I want to do something out of the norm that is not normally me. So that's what we're doing today. I need it, right? Get those days, some days where you're like, really? Really? We're going to do the same thing again today? No, we're not. Oh, I forgot my mirror. Let me grab that. Yep, right there. Blind as a bat. Right in front of me. If it was a snake, it had bit me. Okay, so we have put on CoverGirl's primer, color corrector, moisturizer, all in one. And we are putting on e.l.f. Cookies and Cream primer this morning. So we're going to use a little bit different philosophy today. Just one of those days where you want something a little different, but you still want it to be professional, because I do have a few meetings, Zoom meetings today, so I want to look my very best. Going to do the black, and they're going to do white, black and white. Oh, we're in black and white, so why not, right? Okay, so we've got all of that on. Let's do our moisturizer first. I'm sorry, our foundation first today. I'm going to do it backwards today. Normally put this on after concealer, but we're going to do it a little different today. Just a little. Kind of get that started a little bit with my fingers and get that melted in from the temperature. Not that it needs it. We've had a change in temperature down here this morning. I came out and it felt like a really good, 70 degrees, and then I walked outside to put water in my koi pond, and I'm like, what happened? Temperature change. Really drastic temperature change, like 15 degrees it seems like in an hour, because I've been out here working this morning, catching up on some things before I started this, and then boom, I went out there and it's just changed very quickly. Alright, this is House Labs. Beautiful foundation. I just adore this foundation, as you guys know. It just gives me remarkable coverage. It is like putting on a, we used to call them sticks, stick makeup. And it was really heavy, and it felt really kind of pasty when you put it on. But it gave you this beautiful, beautiful photo finish. and but it was really heavy and it did not breathe at all. It was like wearing a scuba, one of those wetsuits on your face. And this product gives me that same remarkable coverage, but it feels like skin. It is incredible how light and airy this foundation is to provide such remarkable coverage. I don't know how they did it or what they put in their formula, but whatever they did, man, it really is good. I mean, it just covers everything. It just blends beautifully. I mean, the difference in your skin is truly just, it's remarkable before and after. Just gonna let that dry a little bit. While that's doing its thing, I'm gonna come in with some Joa concealer, just a little bit. I don't want very much today because I've got pretty good amount of foundation on, but you know what, I need it in this dark. I've got some pretty dark circles today. Not sleeping well the last couple of days. So we're going to put that on, and then we're going to pick up, this is the foundation brush from Anaïs, and this is the concealer brush from Anaïs, and they both are really nice brushes. I definitely think they are worth your investment. They do a really nice job, and just get that all stippled in really well. Okay, very nice. Now hold on just one second, guys. I just want to turn my little fan on here. I turned my overhead fans off because I got a little cold, but I just need that movement, circulation of the air, just to kind of move a little bit. Okay, so that looks really good. Still have some circles under here, but not as bad as they were, and I don't want to overload with too much concealer, but and then let's go down here and make sure that I really blend it. I've been struggling with this area down here. I'm not sure why. Just hasn't been blending real well. I don't know if I got maybe some changes in my skin or what. There, that looks better. Alright, now we're going to pop in here with our trusty loose setting powder from Laura Mercier. This is the pink setting powder from Laura Mercier. I always start underneath my eyes and blend outward. That's just how I was taught when I was in the modeling industry when I was much younger. I don't know that there's a right or a wrong way to start anywhere, but that's just sort of the way that I learned from the makeup artists that I work with, and so that's just kind of what I'm doing. And then I blend it down a little bit on this side. Okay. Now, let's go to, did I forget my, I did, I forgot my powder for my brows this morning. Where did I put that? That is missing, maybe? Surely not. What did I do? What did I do? Ah, stuck down here in the bottom. So let's get out my brush. And I am a mess this morning. I can't find that brush now either. Lordy, lordy, lordy. We'll use another one here. Strange. Oh well. Dipping into the two different color browns, just so you can see, I mix this color and this color. This is black over here. Nice product. This is really an easy product to work with, and for me right now it's definitely much easier just because my hand is still pretty unstable from my shoulder surgery. So for me it just is a little bit easier method to keep that brow looking relatively normal. Just get my lipstick out because I forgot that too this morning. Okay, so let's get into this gray, black and white. Okay, so obviously what we're going to do is we're going to do the whole socket with the eye, and then we're going to come back in with the black. Okay, and so we'll load that white up on my brush here, and we will start down here in the lid, work our way up. Down here in the corner. This is the palette that I really am liking from Shein. I'm going to get the spelling for you here in a second. It's a remarkable palette. It's probably the truest gray palette I have in my entire collection. I'm very particular about grays. When I want a gray, I want a gray, right? I don't want any gray green or gray blue. I want gray gray. And this palette gets me that really, real gray color. And for $4, you just cannot beat that. I mean, all day long, you can't beat that. Not even with the stick. So I'm going to use this too. This is the NYX Jumbo pencil in vanilla cream. I'm going to use this, but not just yet. And I'm going to come in now. I'm going to use a very tiny brush to manipulate and work with the black. It's a very tiny brush and it's angled on the end. So we're going to come in and we're going to use the black. And we're going to outline We will come back in here in a minute and we will soften this with a fluffy brush. But I want to get it on with this really thin brush to try to alleviate as much fallout as possible, because you're going to get fallout. It's black. There's just not a whole lot you can do about it. And we're going to create a wing here today. I don't normally do wings, but today we are. And we are going out and up, so you can see. Got both of them going up. Wow. Goodness. Okay, now we're going to dip in and get a little bit more black. And we're going to come and we're just going to stipple right in here up into that transitional area. We're tying the transitional area to that we've got going out here. And we're going to blend. We're going to make like a triangle. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. So what I've done is I've come to the sort of the middle of my iris. Let's see, right here. And I have gone up. From the middle I've gone down. And then I've brought this line over. And so now I'm connecting the two out here to create that triangle effect. We're going to blend here in a second, so I would never leave it looking like that, but one step at a time, especially when you're using darker colors like this. Okay, now we're going to blend out. Okay, a little bit further over this side. Okay, so there we go. Wow, you've never seen me with that before, right? Okay, so now I want to get a really nice fluffy brush. We're going to use this really nice fluffy brush, and we're going to come in and we're going to really blend and soften that. We don't want this to be quite so harsh. We're going to get it down on the bottom as well and just really blend. Really, really blend. Now, there's going to be fallout. So at this point, I am going to pick up my Color Stay setting powder with my powder puff. And I'm just going to circle it around like this. And my triangular ones I've cleaned. So I'm coming in and I'm dabbing underneath. And then I'm sweeping away. And I'm sweeping away underneath that line that I created. Okay. Now, here's where we're going to come in and we're going to add the white. And I really want the white to pop on my lids. to offset and accentuate the blacks. I'm going to come in with my pencil and go back over the white powder that I have down here on my lids, because this has a sparkle to it, and it adds a different dimension on the white. And we're going to put a little in the corner there. Now, one thing I'm noticing is I do have, when I was blending, I do have some discoloration right in here, and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is pick up a clean brush, and I'm going to go into my setting powder, my Revlon setting powder, and I'm going to come right here. I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any dark shadowing right here. You have dark shadowing there normally just because that's part of your, where you see it in your face, through your nose, right here in this corner. But I really don't want to see that right there. So, and we're going to just extend it down a little bit to where that discoloration is right there. And then we're going to come dip back into that white just a little bit, just to set that shimmer, right? Just to set it, so because it's a cream eyeshadow, just to sort of set it a little bit. And then make sure that we've got a good contrast underneath the brows, which we do. Wow. Haven't worn this look in a really long time. I mean, a really long time. I can't even tell you the last time I tried to do this look. Okay, so lipstick. Let's go ahead and do the lipstick. I want to see if this color is going to be the right color, or I may need to darken it a little bit to look nice with what we got going on here. And we are going to, because this is coming across today, interestingly enough, this is coming across today with a very peach tone, and I'm not liking the peach at all, so I'm just going to dab. Use a little bit of wetter one. I'm just going to dab. Then I'm going to come back in and make sure that the surrounding looks okay. Got a sore or something right there. Just going to put that powder there a little bit. Okay. So this one, that was a Revlon Color Riche mauve, but it didn't go mauve today. It's very interesting because of the gray and the black. The white that sort of goes, makes the gray, the white makes the black go a little gray, and so that in combination did not look right. So we are going to use this one instead. And this is a Dollar Tree makeup. This is Lava Chrome by Believe. You can get this at the dollar store, and this is definitely a crimson color. Much darker crimson color, that actually looks better. The lips don't look real good though. I need to clean that up a little bit. I'm really struggling with around my mouth area. I think I may have some skin changes going on. Or it could be from my exfoliating, because I have exfoliated this week. And that can definitely happen. It can dry out this area. Because I do definitely exfoliate my lips. That's definitely what's happening there is dryness from my exfoliating that I did on Monday. Okay, now we've got that on. Let's come in with our contour. This is our e.l.f. contour, this new palette, and I mix the bottom too. Up on this big cheekbone. Up into temple area. Down here. Very nice. And then just gonna lightly tap those lighter colors just to give some blending, make sure that it's really soft and no harsh contour lines anywhere. But you can definitely see the differential here to from here to here, and the same over here with this line. So thank you guys. Now we can come in with our blush, and today I am using my Tarte Energy blush. This is a great dupe for Christian Dior's Backstage Rosy Glow. This looks really good with this lipstick. And again, the lipstick I got at the dollar store. The new line of makeup there called Believe. I think it's the only line left actually at any of the dollar stores or the grocery stores where you can get items for less than $5. I mean, seriously, the cost of makeup at the drugstore has definitely increased, I want to say, by 35 to 40% since last year. Now, just looking at my face straight on, one of the things that I want to mention is my eyes look like they're really popping today, even though I've used a really dark color. And the reason for that is because I've got this really light color right here. So the dark from my brown is bouncing off the white, and it is a real white. The white from the eyeshadow and the jumbo stick. So you can see when I talk about a differential on the color wheel, I've gone from brown to white, which is even a more extreme difference from brown to blue. So that's the thing when, for me anyways, when I'm using a dark color, is I've got to make sure, unless I want a really, really sultry, heavy, dark look for a nighttime look, I will always put white on my lids. Now, if I want a really dark, sultry, nighttime, black tie look, then by all means, I would continue that black, and I would add some sort of, probably gray shimmer to the lid, just so I could get a differential, so it's just not all black, because that, for me, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't. My eyes are way, way, way too dark brown to do that. That looks really nice. What do you guys think? You can see I'm going to just blend a little bit more, so I'm using that fluffy brush again. Just going to come in here and just going to blend this a little bit more, just to really get that soft. And over here, just to really get that soft and feather that out. Just really want it to be a soft look. I don't want it to be really harsh. Not for daytime anyways. Very good. So we are using today e.l.f. mascara. really want to clean it. When I used it yesterday, I got lots of clumps. And it's pretty new. I mean, I think I've only had this for maybe a month or two. So I'm just going to get it in there and really clean it, and then curl my eyelashes would be good, Carrie. Yeah, let's curl them before you put your mascara on. Okay, get in there and get the bottom really curled good. All right. All right. Really just work on brushing each lash and getting each lash coated to the best of my ability with this wand. And this is by far, in my opinion, the best wand on the market. I really do think it's the best. To put another coat on. I think maybe this is drying out, which is really disappointing because I haven't had it that long and I don't use it every day. So that is a little disappointing for sure. But that's okay. We'll work with it today and get as much out of it as we can. I hope. I may have to go to another one. And I just smudged myself again. Goodness gracious. Let's see if we can get this to work. Come down and do the bottom ones now. Now, let's try again. Now that we got that first coat on, maybe that's just what we needed. I don't know. Better. Definitely better, but not going on like it normally does. So maybe we are close to the end here. Could be. Okay. there we go. Let's see how we're looking today. I'm really liking that look. I don't do this look very often, but when I do and I get it relatively the way I want it, I am happy with it, and I realize that I do like it. So it's just not it's not my norm, if you will. It's not my go-to, but it looks pretty nice. So it's Wednesday, everybody. I hope you have a remarkable Wednesday, hump day, as we slide on into March, as we slide into spring. And I hope that you thought about what I said yesterday. What's the one thing that you really want to accomplish? What's the most important thing for you to accomplish this spring? Think about it, if you would, and then when we get into next week, I would really like to get some feedback from you guys. When I'm going to do a completely spring look one day next week, and lots of beautiful spring colors, peaches and greens and pinks, and when I do that, I'll put a little thing in the video for you guys to respond, so we can see what the things are that we all want to get done for this spring. Spring is a rebirth, a new beginning, and I'm all about that. Right now in my life, that's really important to me, and I'm going to push that in my daily attitude, that it's new start, new beginning. At the end of the year, I've got to go back to Australia and take my mom's ashes are there, but we have to spread my mom's ashes, and so I'm leading up to that, and I want to take as much positive energy with me as I can for her and for my dad. So have a blessed Wednesday. If you would, please join the community. We'd love to have you, because at this community, on these channels, everything we do here is about helping each other, supporting each other, so we can live our very best lives, and we can have it all. Work hard, have all the things that we want, whatever that all is in your life. Supporting each other and helping each other to achieve having it all, whatever those all is in your world. And to always remind you that your age doesn't define you in any way. It just identifies how old you are. It's not a definition of who you are or where you're going or your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. You're never too young and you're never too old to go after them. Find a new one. Revisit an old one that you haven't finished. I so believe in that, especially at this time in our society. The door is open for so many at any age. All you got to do is try to walk through it. Work hard and say to yourself, I'm going to achieve it, and then not let anybody else get in your way and try to stop you. If they're trying to stop you, maybe they're not meant to be part of where you are going, and that's okay. Not everybody is. That is a lesson I'm learning right now. It's a hard lesson, it's a painful lesson, it hurts, but sometimes it just is what it is, and you've got to be willing to change and adapt as you go. That's hard for me. I'm a very set person, but I'm learning that I have to. So if I can do it at 61, you guys can do it too. I believe in you because I believe in me, and I believe we can have what we want with hard work, faith, love, and dedication, and respect. We can get there. So have a blessed Wednesday. Hit your grand slam today. Say, this is what I want, and get out there and go get it, and don't let anybody stop you, right? And then always remember to be grateful and thankful for all the blessings in your life. I have so many. I couldn't name them all. I have so many, and I know that, and I'm truly blessed for that. So hit the bell so you know the next time I post a video. Please join. I'd love that. All you got to do is like and subscribe. I'm all over social media. I'm on every platform. And I do have a main landing page if you want to visit and see all of the things that you can work with me on: makeup, modeling, acting, speaking, support for RSD, support for weight loss survivors. I'm just involved in a lot, and I'd love for you to join us. So have a great Wednesday. Thank you for joining me this morning as we do this very bold look for the day, which is definitely not my norm. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day. This is Carrie from Texas. Get out there, be safe, everyone. Take care.